Hello, welcome back to the journey. I'm Hans, your host, and today we're going to be talking about death. Crazy, right? You know, some people might think it to be a bit crazy. Uh, some people might think it to be scary. Um, However, I find it not to be so either way. It is something that we all kind of signed up for when we came here, right? Um, because let me grab my MS Paint real quick. Right, and you can see my face a bit better with this white background. So let's use that paint. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, cool. So, right, I'm going to show you why it can be scary, but it's really not super scary because you see, what we usually believe ourselves to be is the body, right? Right. We are the body, right? I don't need to draw anything super specific, right? Um, so this is what we believe ourselves to be. And sometimes we even believe ourselves to be the brain that is within the body, right? That looks like a brain, right? You got all the squiggly lines in the brain, right? So usually what we believe ourselves to be is either this, right? The body, or this, the brain. However, we are both of those things and then something more, and this is what is known as the spirit, and that is this aura around us, right? Or some people believe it to be in us. Um, However, I'm going to draw it externally. So, right here is the aura, right? We got like a JoJo's aura or whatever, right? Oh, the menacing aura, or whatever, right? Um, but this is us. Or if you want to put it inside of us, it is like what people consider to be the soul. So I'll do like a more 3D rather than stickman, right? So we got feet. Doesn't need to be super accurate, right? Hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Into the head. And then down to the shoulder. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Yep. Big arm Steve. So yep, brain, right, squiggle up here, body, and then the soul, right, I'll just put it as like a little flame type gem looking thing right here. So, quite frankly, it doesn't really matter which one you believe, where it's at. However, this is us, this aura, whether it's this thing or this thing. Um, this is the majority of us, or what takes up most of us, because um, our brain and body are both very useful to our spirit. And if you understand what I'm saying with that, then we're off to a great start. If not, I can explain it a bit a bit better in a different video. I'm kind of breezing over a lot of I don't want to say predetermined, um, but already known knowledge about the body and the mind over here. So I definitely can explain that and go over it more. However, this video is about the spirit and this body and death. So, um, continuing forward, since this is us, this spirit, this aura, right? This flame within us. Since that is us, when we die, we don't exactly die, right? What happens is our body dies, right? Our physical, right? This, right? Our flesh and bones and whatnot, that dies. But this, right? And this aura, that goes on into the ethereal, if you will, or the astral, or the cosmic, or the spirit, or whatever you want to call it, right? So this goes up into cosmic, spirit, uh, astral, uh, yeah, that's how you spell astral. Cosmic, spirit, astral, celestial, ethereal, well, etc., right? Whatever you want to call it, right? These are all just different names. And they all mean pretty much the same thing, right? Um, the definitions usually slightly vary. However, in the context that I'm using it, they mean the same thing, right? Um, it is this higher realm above us that is somewhat imaginative, however, very real, right? Which I can then also make a video about reality in a different video. So, but we'll stay on course for this one. Um, so, right, this is this place, right? This one place, right? This place is where our spirit goes, and then we decide where we want to go from there, right? This is going to tap a little bit into the what reality is argument, because our world that we live in is just as real as any fantasy or what is considered fictitious novel, right? So, right, you want to take Harry Potter, you want to take Lord of the Rings, you want to take The Hobbit, right? We all, those are all as real as the world that we live in right here. And when our body dies, right, our external, right, when all these muscles and fingers and limbs and whatever, when our heart stops and all that jazz, and our body can no longer function, our spirit, this outside or internal force, goes up into this place, and then from there, we get to choose where we go. And, maybe we stay in this place, maybe we chill there in astral. Maybe we decide we want to go chill in Lord of the Rings. Maybe we want to go chill in Middle Earth. So maybe we go chill in Middle Earth, right? All rights reserved, right? I'm not trying to take any money off of this, right? Got to cover the legal stuff because that's the world we live in. Maybe you want to chill at Hogwarts, right? Maybe you want to go study magic at Hogwarts. Chill at Hogwarts, right? Same thing. But I might have spelled this wrong. It doesn't matter. Same thing applies legally between Middle Earth and Hogwarts. Not mine, just using it as a reference, right? Or maybe you want to go chill out in your own world, right? That you've created with like an OC that you might have, right? Chill in OC's world. OC's world, right? And yeah, and then you can do whatever you want in there, right? And the astral, you can, help be like spirit guides and whatnot here on Earth, right? Or, well, you can do that. Like, you can materialize as a spirit guide, if you will, right? Like the high spiritual, deep knowing people that are around, maybe like Alan Watts. I think Rainn Wilson is doing some spiritual stuff now as well. Um, trying to think of other spiritual teachers. You know, the Dalai Lama, right? Buddha, right? These are Jesus Christ, right? These are all right. And I know I'm touching on some religious beliefs, but you know, um, they were quite spiritual in their practices. Um, they were very knowledgeable and knew many things, all of those, and they were all, as I mentioned multiple times already, they were all these highly spiritual people, these highly knowledgeable people of the world, our purpose, who we are, which is the soul and whatnot, and created guidelines and whatnot of how to obtain our true form. Um, which I can also go over in another video. Um, uh, However, I think that might actually be it if I'm leaving all that out for all those other things out for different videos, because it really is all interconnected. However, I want to kind of break it down into simpler terms because I have been meditating and thinking about this stuff for a long time. So I kind of like Jesus and Buddha and all those guys. I'm kind of trying to be the teacher, if you will, of the spiritual, or at least not the teacher, one of many spiritual teachers, because a lot of the things that I have learned have been through my own practice. However, also through uh, words from either the Bible, like the commandments or whatever, from like the Bible or the Buddha's teachings, or from the ancient Norse like Eddas, right? The poetic and prose Eddas, right? So scriptures like that. Um, so yeah, in terms of death, right? Yes, we do lose our this body and this mind and this experience in some sense. Again, that goes into higher, if you want to use higher level thinking or spirituality knowledge, right? We do lose this. However, we gain all of this. We gain this and we gain that, right? We didn't really we didn't lose all of it, but we did lose part of it by choosing to be in this physical body here. And yeah, then we lose, you know, it's definitely not, probably not fun. I haven't exactly, physically died, though spiritually, yes, because, things work in cycles, so uh, we die and rebirth constantly. We die and then we rebirth, and then we die, and then we rebirth, and then there's a couple extra things in here, but in short terms, right? Death to rebirth, right? And we do that however fast or however slow we want. I chose, right? My part of my soul's journey is to do this very fast. I gain stuff, right? I gain a new thing, and then I almost immediately lose it. And then I gain a new thing, and then I lose it. And then it's constant. But, that's what I chose, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Um, However, that is what pretty much all I have to say on the concept of death. Yes, your physical body dies, however, your soul does not. And when our physical body dies, our soul goes and does whatever it needs to do, um, and so on and so forth. There's more philosophy, of course, um, and tied into that, of course. However, as I said, different video. Um, So yeah, that's death, right? Your physical body dies, but you don't die because you yourself are this aura. This is you, or this inner flame, however you want to perceive it. I personally like this theory over here. Um, I've toyed with this one, however, this one feels a little bit confining, if you will, as if I'm confined to the body. However, this one shows that I am more than the physical body that I have chosen to be in at this time, and then can choose what I want to do with this body, right? If I want to be the bodybuilder, I go to be the bodybuilder. If I want to be a lawyer, I go to be a lawyer. If I want to be a doctor, I go to be a doctor. If I want to be a streamer, I go to be a streamer. If I want to be fat, I want to be fat. If I want to be skinny, I want to be skinny, and so on and so forth, right? Um, so yeah, when you die, you don't die. Only your body does. And is it still sad? Yeah, because your soul, we don't get to experience the physical manifestation of your soul anymore. We can still feel the presence, right? You know, some of us, or maybe all of us, have had those times in our life where we feel like somebody's watching over us, like an angel's just chilling behind us, watching what we do, or, maybe a past relative guides us in the direction to go do something that we want, or tells us to take a break, or maybe guides us on how to make uh, a meal that they once cooked for us or something, or maybe we get it at a restaurant or something, right? These little synchronicities from the astral spirit, celestial, whatever you want to call it. And that after the physical manifestation dies, that is the only way that we could experience it afterwards. And yeah, that physical manifestation of death is sad. But we don't ever really fully lose that person unless we choose to, right? Which I don't even know if you can choose to. That's something for me to think about. Sorry about hitting the mic. Um, that's something for you to think about. Let me know what your thoughts are, and because this, I don't know if I've stated before, but these philosophical things, they are always up for discussion. Um, respectfully, of course, right? You can share stories of your own experiences and if anything else resonates with you, something. I don't really know this part. Uh, I'm just freeballing this part right now. But yes, the comments, right, they are open for you to um, speak your mind, share your thoughts, share your ideas, and yeah, just be respectful about it, right? We're not here to put anybody down. We're here to be accepting and loving and caring. So, yep. Uh, that's all I have from me. So, I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful time wherever you might be, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.